Hello and welcome back to my House of Mystical Embers. So for today's video, we are going to be doing the Capricorn monthly reading for the month of February. We're going to see what's coming in for our lovely Capricorns. So we're going to get into your overall energy. We're going to see what your overall energy... Oh, you guys already had... You had two cards that came out, Capricorns. What's going on here? Like, I didn't even get the cards shuffled and they just automatically fell out of the deck. So you've got assessing, and then you've got abundance. All right, that was interesting. I didn't even get into the rest of my introduction. All right, Capricorns, I hope that you are all feeling happy. I hope you're feeling safe and loved. And for those of you that are going through hardships right now, definitely sending out a lot of love and light and positive energy your way. Also, please take what resonates and leave the rest out. And let's get into the cards and see what is going on with Capricorn. I really feel like off the bat with this assessing abundance, I feel like you've got money on the mind. I got my mind on my money and my money on my mind. I feel like a lot of you could be reassessing your finances. I'm also hearing the words budgeting. So some of you may be, really just trying to kind of look over expenses, seeing what, what can be let go of. Like if you're paying out for frivolous things, then those are things that maybe you're probably going to stop paying for. I feel like a lot of you are trying to save money. I'm also hearing the words big purchase. All right, Capricorn, month of February. Yeah, and we already had two Pentacle cards come out, so definitely this is going to be a money month for you. Capricorn for the month of February. No, I don't need to leave it. Capricorn for the month of February. All right, Capricorns. So it looks to me with the Two of Pentacles coming in, I feel like is that some of you are finally learning how to manage your finances better. I feel like is that you're finally starting to prioritize your needs over your wants. You're in an energy here where you're looking to buy a home, or there's going to be some big purchase, but you're also trying to look at your own financial security as well, because you're looking at a future, whether this is for a future for your family, or, if you're not coupled with anybody, this could just be for yourself, but you're looking at the future. So I really feel like in the past here, I feel like you've been very imbalanced, and I feel like I'm hearing the words emotional spending. So you may have been a very emotional spender where if you was just in an energy of depression, things just wasn't going right in your life, the thing that you would always turn to instead of say maybe like drugs or alcohol, your outlet could be spending, could be shopping. But I'm hearing the word mismanaged. So you may have really, mismanaged your money in the past, and now you're trying to fix that because you want something to change, right? I feel like the situation has been, very unstable. So now it's kind of like you're in an energy where you're really kind of looking at, your money situation as in terms of risk. Like, what am I risking here? Like, am I risking of not having anything? I want to have all these things, but how am I going to do this if I don't have money saved back, right? So I really feel like is that you're really getting into an energy where you're bound and determined to change this. You're standing firm in your decision that, I'm not going to be a spender anymore. I'm hearing the words credit cards. So maybe you guys may have overused credit cards or taken out a lot of loans for different things. And now it's just like things are just a mess, and you're really trying to fix your financial situation right now. I feel like one thing is that one thing that you really need to work on is being easily influenced. And I know that your emotions can easily influence you into like wanting something, because maybe you might see something on sale and you're just like, oh my god, that is the best deal ever, and then you're running out trying to get credit someplace just so you can get said item. So this is definitely something that I feel like is that you're tackling, and it is going to be it's not going to be an easy task for you. Some of you may be planning a wedding, because with this Four of Wands next to this Knight of Cups, I feel like that some of you might be ready to pop the question, or your person is going to be popping the question to you, or you're already engaged. But I feel like is that, you may be having to plan a wedding, and so you're just like, I need money for a wedding, I need money for a ring, or, I need money for a dress, or, whatever, how, it could be for male or female. But I feel like is that you are getting the courage that you need in order to really tackle your financial difficulties here. Or I'm going to say like impulsive. I feel like is that you're an impulsive spender. So you're really trying to tackle and to combat those impulses that you have for spending. And with the Devil in the reverse, I feel like is that you're finally detaching from that energy, and you're really working on letting that energy go, because you want to buy a home, you want to build a family, you're wanting to build a family with somebody, or somebody wants to build a family with you, and you really need to work on your finances, because you need that money in order for you to start building this foundation, that because you have future planning coming in. You're trying to plan for the future, but you can't do that if you're in debt, and you have all these money issues going on. So this is definitely something is that you're releasing. Yes, right under that we have the Four of Coins in the reverse. So you're releasing that materialism, and you're trying to kind of minimalize things in order for you to start saving more money. I think you're finally learning is that maybe sometimes less is more, especially when you're wanting to buy that house, or maybe some of you might be trying to invest in real estate as, a side business, or, whatever the case may be. But this is definitely something that is going to benefit you and your family in the future. And you have the Priestess of Light here. I really feel like is that with you combating this impulsiveness that you have, this is really helping you not only to become a better manifester in your life, but I feel like it's also helping you with your emotions, like, because you know that you have the ability to control it, right? And I really feel like is that this is giving you like a newfound sense of excitement in your world, because your light is just shining, you're happy, you're like, oh, I have beat the need to impulse buy, or, just not manage my money properly, paying your bills on time, etc. This is bringing a newfound light within you. That's too many. It's almost kind of like you're grabbing the bull by the horns, and you're just like, because I feel like whatever this impulsive energy it is that you have, it's like a bull, on steroids, basically. And you're coming out of that situation. So definitely seeing is that you're emerging out of, that impulsive energy, especially when it comes to your finances. And we have this new birth coming in. So definitely, this is a newfound change for you. But I feel like that it's a change that is very much you're going to be proud of this. I'm hearing the words pride. Like you're like, you're going to be so proud of yourself. Like, it just gives you this newfound energy, this newfound feeling of, I'm so stinking proud of myself because, you know, I finally beat this addiction. I mean, because shopping and impulsive spending and stuff like that, even emotional spending, it can be an addiction. And you beat this addiction. You know, even though you're harboring a lot of doubts about this, you know, this newfound path that you're stepping into, you know, maybe you're finally taking some big steps in your life. You might be doubting things a little bit. Might be lacking a little bit of trust, because I feel like is that with what you were dealing with before, I feel like this was also kind of like a crutch for you. Like, it was it made you feel good, and it made you feel good emotionally at the time. And now that you're letting that go, you know, with this, you know, this newfound emotional change, even though you're very prideful, you're still you're having doubts. But don't doubt yourself, Capricorn. Don't doubt yourself, because, you know, the universe has faith in you, love. You're gonna do it. You're gonna get through it. And with psychic reader coming in here, some of you may be seeking out, you know, guidance from, you know, a psychic reader, tarot reader, or just anybody that's spiritual. Or you're just really tapping into your own intuition. You're finally listening to your higher self, which in turn is creating this movement, this big found movement, and you're really ready for this. You're ready for this change. And I'm also hearing the words is that you never thought that you would ever, like, be where you're at right now. You're so ready for this. I'm also hearing too, Capricorns, are you afraid, are you doubting that you're going to be able to keep, you know, this newfound change, that you're going to be able to beat this addiction without falling back into it? I feel like there could be doubts that you're going to be able to stay out of this addictive behavior that you have. Okay, so we have cultivating coming in for you, and then we also have nonconformist. So I feel like with the cultivate card here too, is that, you know, right now you're planting these seeds of change. You might be getting a little impatient for, you know, some things to come in, but just, you got to hang tight and you got to allow things to ripen. You know, even with your finances and your money, you know, you got to give it time to build itself up, right? Before you start digging into it. And with the nonconformist, I feel like is that you realize your full potential, and I feel like is that you're freeing yourself from expectations. Like, if you've always put expectations on other people or these expectations on yourself, I feel like is that you're freeing yourself from those expectations, because a lot of the times when we put too high of expectations on things, they never come to fruition. You know, you always end up getting sadly disappointed because you're in it where you're putting this high expectation on something, and when it doesn't, you know, become fulfilled, then you're extremely disappointed. And then you also got symmetry. So always take care of yourself and accept this time of growth. So this is definitely a growing period where you're releasing this impulsiveness to spend, this addiction to shopping. So this is definitely a growth period for you. You're being encouraged to cultivate balance, to ground your energy and live in harmony to manage upcoming changes. So, you know, this is where you're really going to be learning your inner strength. This is where you're really going to be learning really what you're capable of. And learning how to ground yourself and to be more stable. Making smarter choices. You know, that's definitely in play here. So you're making smarter choices. All right, let's get an outcome card for Capricorn for the month of February. What do we have here? right, Ace of Swords coming out. So yeah, you're seeing, you're finally, I feel like, is it you're finally being truthful to yourself? Because I really feel like is that you've been lying to yourself about your impulse buying. Like, you tell yourself, oh, it's okay. But I feel like is that you've basically created this illusion, right? Now you're finally coming into a lot of clarity about it, and you're coming into clarity, you know, that you need to change things because you have not just yourself to think about, but, you know, if you have a partner, or if you are already married, or you have kids, or whatever the case may be, but you're starting to communicate your feelings around this. And I feel like I feel like is that you're finally admitting, or you're communicating the fact that, you know, I do have a problem. You're finally admitting this, not just to yourself, but to other people. So with the Five of Swords in the reverse, you're definitely taking the steps needed in order for you to make that change. But you're definitely going to be, if you're having doubts that you're going to be able to adapt to this change, you are able to adapt to it. And you're going to be pleasantly surprised that you've done so. Let's get one more outcome card. I'm feeling like I need one more outcome card. Here we go. Yes, with the Seven of Coins, because you're looking at the bigger picture. You know, all of these things are going to come to fruition. So what you've been waiting for, you just need to have patience in order for you to harvest. So let's say, for example, you've put some money in for investing, you're trying to invest, or you're just becoming impatient to see your bank account grow now that you're not, you know, spending all this money out anymore. You're not really shopping. You're trying to kind of, you know, really to, you know, kind of pedal that spending back. But it's coming. Things are ripening. They're coming into view for you, but you're looking at the overall long term of things, the bigger picture. You know, you're not just looking at the here and now. You're looking at things at a more broader spectrum. Alrighty, Capricorns, very beautiful reading. Congratulations on, you know, battling that addiction or that habit. And, you know, just to reiterate her, or I can't even say the word, but fuck it. For those of you that could be battling other addictions that are outside of, you know, spending or shopping, this definitely can resonate for those of you that may be battling that, or you're dealing with somebody that is battling addictions. Because always remember that with readings, energy can be vice versa. So place the energies where they resonate for you. But I was being directed to kind of add that in there, that if you're not dealing with a financial addiction, you are going to be overcoming whatever addictions that you're having, that you're really battling with right now, because you will have the strength and the perseverance to do it. All right. Alrighty, my loves. So if you resonated with this reading at all, or would like to claim it, please leave me a comment, and please leave me a comment down below. Also, please be sure to hit that subscribe button and hit that thumbs up if you would be so kind. If you would like to follow me over on TikTok, I go live over there on Tuesdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and sometimes on Sundays. I do yes or no questions. I do personal readings, and then I also do a collective read on Friday. So if you're interested in that, please head on over and, you know, join the fam. Also, I do private readings outside of any platform as well. So if you would like to book a personal reading with me, that information will be in the description box below. Alrighty, sending out lots of positive energy, and I hope that you have a overall meaningful and you know, good month of February coming in for you. Alrighty, until next time, blessed be.